It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. You tune into your Feel Good Breakfast Show. This is Expresso only on SABC3. It is Friday. The weekend is here. Next up, though, we talk about healthy cooking. And when it comes to healthy dishes, it doesn't necessarily need to be dull and boring. Kat meets up with Pam Pillay from Vital, and she brings us a recipe that is not only healthy, but also super delicious. Take a look.
Quite a lot of people suffer from IBS or irritable bowel syndrome, and now we're back in our kitchen with Pam Pillay to give us one of her kitchen cures to help those suffering with IBS. And I had no idea how many people actually do. I mean, kind of statistically, if you were to say.
Personally, I found that 1 in every 3 people that I meet actually have this condition.
All right, and this recipe is ideal for them. What are we calling this recipe?
This is a spinach dal.
Fantastic. Take me through the ingredients.
Okay, so your main ingredients would be your split pea dal. I'm using split pea, yellow split pea here, but you could use any other type of legume here as well. And we've got our spinach to go along with that. And then we've got a little bit of tamarind, which also has some good properties in terms of digestion. And we've got our onion, tomato, some whole dry spices, some powdered spices, some garlic, a little bit of salt to taste.
Okay, so what's our first step?
Okay, we're going to saute our onion in a bit of butter and oil, and then we're going to fry off our whole spices and our powdered spices thereafter.
To create the base of the dal, fry the onion until it's light brown and then add jeera seeds, dried chili and curry leaves. Next, add some chili powder and turmeric and fry for a few seconds before adding the tomato and whole cloves of garlic. Allow these high-intensity flavors to cook down and come together in the pot before moving on with the recipe.
Oh, this is absolutely lovely. But Pam, let's get back to the rest of our ingredients while that cooks down. How are these beneficial to people suffering with IBS?
Okay, these provide a wonderful source of soluble and insoluble fibre. We've got our split pea dal, we've got some spinach, and we've got the tamarind. Now, if we look at the split pea dal, it gives us an excellent source of soluble fibre. And then we've got insoluble fibre from our spinach. And then our tamarind, in this case, I'm just using the liquid, which still serves as a digestive aid. So as a combination, it does sound contradictory that we're using split pea dal, which is a gassy legume, but that's why we use the asafoetida early on as an anti-flatulent. And the fact that there's soluble fibre in here at the same time is helping with digestion.
Okay, so how do we incorporate them into our recipe?
Simple. We're going to add the split pea dal into the mixture there, bring it to a boil, add our tamarind because that needs to cook off a little bit, and then lastly it's going to be the spinach.
Making the split pea dal is actually quite simple. Soak the pulses overnight preferably and then boil and simmer for 30 minutes until soft. For this recipe, you add water and bring it back up to the boil. Next, add the tamarind liquid and cook for 5 to 10 minutes. The final step is to add the spinach and continue to cook until the sauce reduces down once more.
So Pam, we know that the symptoms of IBS are, cramps and flatulence and a general irritated stomach. So in terms of helping to relieve the symptoms of IBS, what supplement would you recommend?
Definitely Vital Spastical Ease. Wonderful product when it comes to alleviating the symptoms of IBS. And that would be constipation, flatulence, cramping, bloating. Just a wonderful digestive supplement, I would say.
And our recipe here, while we're making it, how long would you have to let it stew in the pot?
5 to 10 minutes and it would be done.
Okay, good. So while that's happening, how about you SMS VITAL to 33728 and we'll send you an ingredients list as well as a link to the recipe so that you can make this delicious recipe at home. Now, if you missed all of the steps of how we got here, here's how.
Saute the onion in oil and butter until it is light brown. Add in whole spices like dried chili and curry leaves, as well as powdered spices like chili powder and turmeric, and fry these for a few seconds. Next, add chopped tomato and whole cloves of garlic and cook for 5 to 10 minutes. To the pot, add prepared split pea dal, tamarind and spinach and cook for 15 minutes. Serve the dal with basmati rice.
So SMS VITAL to 33728 and we'll send you that link to the recipe as well as that ingredients list so that you can make this at home. Oh, looking at that. Oh, I'm hungry already, Pam. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Another wonderful kitchen cure brought to you by Pam.
Make abuse a thing of the past. Nominate an organization that fights abuse so they can win 35,000 Rand from the Vital Awards.